Speaking of things not looking good. Right, okay. Amble on backwards. Right. Okay. Ominous. Again? Stop it. I thought I'd start the day off with this. Because I know you all care. So, the NHS, your heroes, yeah? So I had this today. Today is the 11th of June 2024. You probably can't see it, I'm sure you'll take my word for it. 11th of June 2024. To prove it, I know some GP's fallen down a mountain in Greece, and I know what else has gone on in the world today. Oh, Macron's called an election in France a couple of days ago. So, the NHS referrals booking appointment website. Appointment request submitted. Please keep this information for your records. Booking reference, Clinic, ears, nose, throat, Yeovil. District Hospital, High Kingston, Yeovil. This is for my swallowing difficulties. And I was referred by Dr. Obani Sagani at Preston Grove Medical Centre, Yeovil. Here is the appointment card for the day that I saw that doctor, and he made the referral. And I saw him at 08:45 on Friday the 27th of August. Bear in mind it's 11th of June 2024 today. Oh, I should just point out, that wasn't 27th of August 2023, i.e. 10 months. That was the 27th of August 2021. After almost 3 years. I still don't have the appointment, but after almost 3 years, I had the referral to ask, to beg for the appointment to come through. They will get back to me within 20 weeks, apparently, to which I have gone. But of course we all know that I'm not expected to live another 20 weeks, having gone 3 years with the NHS refusing to treat me, indeed striking me off after I complained to PALS, pathetic, atrocious, lousy service, I believe that stands for. I was attacked by a clinician in the waiting room at Yeovil Hospital, and the thug, the NHS thug, had to be dragged off of me in full view of some 20 civilians. I mean, you know, I think I'm pretty restrained on my comments this morning, having waited almost 3 years, you know, with no treatment or anything, you know, no medication. And this is what they do. They've got this thing they call, off the record, they call it Batman slaughter. We are the NHS. We can't kill you, but we don't have to save you. All they're interested in saving their own careers. I'm a little bit snarky about this because we've just in the UK had the blood scandal, and people after, in some cases 30 years, have finally got a one payment. I think it's £210,000, and as people are rightly spitting bullets. I cared for my husband, partner, child in some cases, for decades. And after all these decades you give me £210,000 and I was caring for them for 24 hours a day. You know, that works out like a shilling a month or something. Obviously absurdo et reductum that. Meanwhile, the people in the NHS that made the mistake have had 20 years of no prosecutions, still in their jobs, no suspensions, getting paid £210,000 a year, and then they retire to their mansions. I'm just giving you one example there because I've got the proof there in front of you, the personal. But this is why I'm a bit strident against these things. It's not just the NHS, I'm just as ranty about the police force as well, which has been corrupt all my life, you know. I mean, they're talking about recruiting because of the general election coming up. They're talking about recruiting so many tens of thousands of new police officers. But meantime, they've got something like 30,000 police officers being investigated at the moment, being struck off all over the time. for malpractice, sexual assaults, boasting about beating their wives up every day, you know. When people say to me, how do you get the material for your songs and keep it up for 45 years? Because there's never a day goes by that there isn't some atrocity of the soul in the news, you know. I was saying to my son last night, pretty much any time anyone puts a lanyard on, they think they're above the law and above reproachment. And unfortunately, that's generally how it goes. I want a G harmonica. I'm going to try another version of a song I wrote yesterday, which was my 63rd birthday. I celebrated with a tiny little cake last night, and boy am I suffering, because I'm not supposed to eat solid food for the reasons you've just seen there. But after 3 years waiting, you think, oh, it's the truth, you know. Let's commit cake aside. I might try this with a harmonica. I don't know how I bend the notes on this with a harmonica. I don't even know if I can. It's just about taking the arms out. I might be able to do something here. We will see. This is called The Answer. And I'm talking to myself because everyone is turned off. I do understand why people get a bit, you know, their spine goes up when people who aren't under the NHS go, oh, they're on NHS and they're wonderful. And I understand that it's like, what's that denial syndrome, you know, the famous one being Jules in the James Bond film Moonraker, you know. It's not McKenna's syndrome, it's something else, isn't it? It's got a famous name, although it's not named after the famous person. And it's not that people don't believe that the NHS is corrupt and worthless. They don't want to believe, because what else is there? You know, it's like in marriages, you know, and the husband's coming home late and saying, oh, I had to work late at the office. You know he's having an affair, you know, and he's been on a hotel room, you know, with the intern or, you know, the Saturday girl or something, but you don't want to believe it. Nothing wrong in that, I understand that. But it's my job to point out what I think can happen. Left out. I don't even want to play this song anymore. I want to play Times Change, and I'm not going to. There's a storm a-blowing across the desert of my soul. There's nowhere to take shelter, and the vultures are on patrol. I'm trying to shield my eyes from the sights no man should see. I'm trying to prize a good thought from the dungeon of my cold memories. I've staggered through the blizzard of a million untrue words. I thought someone said they loved me once. It seems that I misheard. Conscience was the enemy each and every step of the way. Salvation was someone's bad debt that I was forced to pay. The wishing well is full of tears, its promise long purloined. I slipped and fell through the gates of hell, with every cause I joined. The devil's angels seek you out wherever you roam. You can't find refuge from yourself, and they've burned down your childhood home. They'll sell you sounds for sustenance as you stumble down the road. Torture you with lies that life will pay you what you're owed. They'll blind your eyes with beauty and mock you as you weep, knowing it will poison your dreams each time you try to sleep. For each soft silver kiss you get, your heart's defenses soften. Despair greets you with open arms sneering. You come back so often. You stumble to the crossroads and find its arms are blank. The diviner points to your parents' grave and whispers, you know who to thank. Love is a brutal tactic jungle from which few emerge unscathed. Lest they'll make it out alive, those that do stay forever enslaved. A fate came to me at midnight last and slow slid down its camel. I stared up into my own face and knew I had the answer now. Well, that one went somewhere I didn't want it to go. Okay. And now I think I've shot the arm out, so I want to do a version of Bob Dylan's Time's Changing. Okay. Oh, I'm up to 3 scrolls now. I wonder if I'm going to turn the cameras around. Do you want to see my scrolls? I have 3 scrolls that come visit me a lot. Oh, one of them says about time up in the tree, it saw me moving, but I'll see if I can get this around here. Where am I pointing to here? Right, there's the zoom lens. Yeah, the sun's come out now, but the refraction in. Where have you gone to? Okay. That's very blurry, but can you make out that? Definitely a squirrel there. There we go. And now I'm going to go feed them.